This is Orlando McAllister reporting from Midwood here in Brooklyn. There was an incident here yesterday. Someone tried to jump the track, so all of the major news networks are here.
Like Mary, A-N-N-I-N-O. All right? I also found a statement from Andy Byford that I'm going to give to you. Theory's doing something in the Bronx.
What'd you do? I don't know what happened. But he said that for every one person who jumps off the bridge, there's 100 who don't. You know, like in 5-10 minutes they know it's not a jump.
Right in front of them, Dunkin' Donuts.
Because they say a real jump. I knew this guy working for the company I was with. He was sales. He gets into an argument with the boss. I don't know what's going on in his head. But he goes up, he's coming back in the Bronx, the other side of Whitestone Bridge. Stops. No, on the QW. Stops the car right in the center. Opens the door. Gets out. Right? The woman behind him is blowing a horn. Walks around. Doesn't even bother to close the door. 1, 2, 3.
You, training-wise and instinctively know something's wrong?
Oh, well, as I'm coming into the station, it's a downgrade. So the train is trying to go pretty fast, about 35 miles per hour. So as I'm coming in downgrade, I saw the vest coming across the track. So then, right away I knew something's wrong. Something's wrong, so I put the train in emergency. And at this point, I don't know what's going on. But the momentum is carrying the train in the station. So as the train comes around the curve, I stand up and I see a lady standing there, and she's looking at me and she's not moving. And the train is barreling towards her and she's just watching. I'm saying, oh God, please, stop the train, stop. But once I applied the emergency brake, that's the maximum brake I could apply. All I could do is just stand there and hope the train stopped. And she's standing there, she's watching me, and she's like something straight out of a movie. And just as the train's about to make contact with us, stop.
So Tony, where are you at that point?
Well, when the train came into the station within 3 feet of hitting the lady, I decided to get back on the platform, and then I worked my way over to the front of the car where the motorman was. Went down onto the roadbed, and I seen her standing right in front of the train. She had a blank look on her face, a little distressed. And so I approached her. I told her, I said, listen, we got to get off the tracks. These are a dangerous place to be. Nothing's going to happen to you. I'm here. I'm going to walk you down to the end of the platform, and then we'll go up the stairs, and then we'll walk, and we'll get you some help. And she definitely complied. She didn't resist me or fight me. And I knew I had to get to her because the tracks are dangerous. So I did what I did, got her on the platform. And then all along, I'm trying to talk to her, you know, and trying to tell her, listen, you need some help. There'll be police and there'll be an ambulance coming soon, and we can get you some help, you know. And she just she came up, she went up the whole length of the platform, up the stairs, and then she came out this entrance, and then she was walking up this way, and I was with her all along, and she just did not want to get any help.
Did she say anything to you? Did you want to share with us?
I mean, you can clearly see she was definitely stressed. There was definitely a blank look on her face, I don't know.
When the train came to a stop, she said to me, why? Like, why did I stop the train? So I think she made up her mind that she don't want to be here.
How does that make you feel, you guys? How were you feeling in the moment when she was up here, and how were you feeling when she said why?
When I seen her, I didn't hear her say the why. However, I did know I know I had to get her off the tracks, and because the tracks are electrified. The third rail is live. She could, God forbid, fall or trip and electrify herself or whatever. So I had to get her off the tracks, and like I said, we walked up the stairs, up here, walked up this way, and then walked about a block and a half with her, pleading with her. I told her, please, you gotta stop. Physically can't touch her. I know I can't do that. I can't restrain her, but I felt like doing that, but I know I couldn't do that. But she looked, she looked like a normal person, just distressed. And it appeared like she was going home. I mean, to me, it looked like she was going someplace. Like she knew exactly where she was going. She was between 45 and 50, green eyes, white female, about your height, very skinny, jeans, pink shirt, almost like a blonde, like a rusty brown blonde hair.
You put your safety completely on a side and went down. I know it's your job, but that's not part of your job description, is it?
No,
I mean,
no, it's not.
What made you do that?
The reason why, I decided to do what I did was because if she got struck by a train, that's going to screw him up so bad. His life is like ruined. The people on the platform seeing this, their lives are going to be ruined, and my life.
Were you on the tracks that the train were coming on, or were you on the?
Excuse me?
You were on the track bed?
Yeah, I was on the road bed. I was on the road bed on the local track, the same track that the motorman was riding his train.
So you were standing next to her when she was physically standing up, or was she lying down?
No, she was physically standing up, and when I got up on the platform onto the road bed, I was with her at the time, escorting her off the track.
And Larry, how far did the train stop in front of her?
It was at least 3 feet.
That's it.
It was like,
Did you
I don't
feel
know.
you were going to stop in time?
No, I didn't think I would make it.
How do you feel when she said
When you see the train coming towards you, what
Yeah.
are you thinking now?
Well, I work on the tracks every day. I've been doing this for many, many years, so I know, I have enough response time to clear myself up, to get out of the way. However, it's just an instinct that it's just a pure instinct that I had to save this lady's life.
Do you feel like a hero today?
Not really.
You saved someone's life.
I did, but it's just a regular day, I guess.
He's waving. You're not sure what's going on. When you first see the woman on the tracks, what goes through your head at that instant?
At that instant, I'm just praying to God, stop, please make the train stop. And the train is barreling toward the lady, and she just standing there. As the train is approaching, and she didn't even budge to try to get out of the way. She just looked at me with a blank stare, and just looking, and she's just waiting for the impact. And I thought it was gonna come, but thank God it never came.
And just explain, Larry, if you can explain what you say you hit the emergency. Describe what that is and what that does.
Okay, the emergency brake is the maximum of brake that I could apply to stop the train. So the train is coming down the downgrade, it's traveling about 35 miles per hour. So once I see him coming across the track, I knew something's wrong, because I'm seeing him running, something's wrong. So I put the joystick, pull it all the way back, and I put the train into emergency. Once the train goes into emergency, I could just pray for it to stop, because the momentum is taking the train at the downgrade for the wrong curve. And at that point, I have no idea what's going on. When the train comes around the curve, then I see the lady standing on the track. I was like, oh, please stop.
At this station, it's a very dangerous station even to be on the tracks. There's no clearance, which means that there's no clearance. Then there's a canopy, which makes it dark. And then there's a slight curve coming into the station. And then there's a downgrade to come down into the station. And coming at 35 miles an hour, the momentum of a train that big with that much weight, the braking distance, you just can't hit your brakes on the car and just stop. It's thousands and thousands of the weight of this of all these cars is tremendous, and it takes a certain braking distance to stop this train.
When you first go back to the beginning, when you first heard the screams, were those people on the platform saying there's someone down? Who was screaming?
Just regular people on the platform
Saying that
there was
someone, she
somebody
was
down
already
there.
down there
Yes.
when you saw
I
her.
looked over and I see her on the road bed, and then
She just jumped on, or she climbed down? How did you know?
when I seen her, she was on the road bed, but I understand somebody said that she sat down and then she hopped onto the tracks.
Did you have a flag, or were you waving? What were you doing? I mean, trying to.
Didn't have any flags. I didn't even have my helmet with me. I just had my vest with me. Thank God I had my vest with me.
That's basically what I saw with the vest.
You just if you want to stop any train, we train just to any hand motion across the tracks. It means it's signal to the monument to stop the train. There's a problem. There's somebody on the road bed. There's to stop the train. Any kind of motion across the
Can you
track.
tell us what your motion was?
Oh, see, I thought you were waving in there. No.
Were you in front of the woman at that time, or was she behind
She was
you?
behind me.
Back and
So,
forth.
So wait.
So you know that means.
Stop the train.
Oh, that makes
But-
sense. Okay. I think.
Once I saw him run toward the track, I knew something was wrong.
Or if you wave anything, across the track, could have been my helmet. If I wave my helmet across the track, that's a signal to the moment to stop the train. There's a problem out here. There's somebody out here. Stop the train.
How many years are you on this job?
22.
And how many years are you on
6 years.
Have you ever had anything like this happen?
No,
How does it affect working right in front of you?
Man, I don't think I ever gonna forget the late scene. Why?
Hey, had you come out of the train when she said that, or you could hear it through?
Open the door, storm door. Why did you stop the train?
Had you met each? Do you know each other? Have you met before? Seen each other? No.
And how did that make you feel when she's saying why?
I just wonder why would someone do this? It's like I can't imagine if it wasn't for Tony, she would have been gone. Because the speed come up, the first time I would have seen her when I cleared that curve, and by then it was too late. By the time if I was to stop that train at that point, I would be halfway in the station.
So do you think like your training kicked in on what to do in
Definitely.
emergencies?
Once in school card, the teachers, once instinct tell us something is wrong, stop the train. Don't take any chances, stop the train. So once I saw him coming across the track, I saw his vest, I figured something's wrong, stop the train.
And you're not trained to do what you do, right? You're trained, I mean,
Well, we work around trains every day. We work around the third rail every day. We're on the tracks almost every day. We do a lot of other things other than just working on tracks. We work in relay rooms, stations. And so, yeah, we're trained. We're definitely
How much farther in front of her were you when you stopped the train? Was it like a car lane?
The train comes to, once he flies emergency, the train came almost about 2 feet, 3 feet in front of her. I happen to be at the end of the platform, and once the train came to a stop, it ran up this way. At that moment, I didn't know if she got hit or not. I was praying to God that she didn't get hit. And I just seen her on the tracks, and that's when I got on the tracks to help her down the tracks onto the platform.
Right, so you were about how many feet or 2 car lengths in front of her?
I would say I was probably a car and a half.
And that was enough to stop the train?
Yeah, it was enough. It might have been about, I would say about 300 feet, 400 feet. You know, you can tell if you look at the train coming down. There's a curve right here. You can look at the tracks, and there's a grade coming down. So, and there's canopy, so it's dark over here. If you're not wearing a vest, the monument's not going to see you until it's too late.
So if you had to run way in front of her, she would not be here today. And you don't feel like a hero?
Maybe a little bit, but you know, I just did what I had to do. I mean, I knew I was a slight chance I could save this lady if I did what I did. You know, and it's just pure instincts. You're just reacting on instincts, and you know, there was no time to react and say, oh, you know what, maybe I could walk up this way and grab her. There was nothing like that. I just knew the best route to take was to try to, you know, notify the monument. Listen, there's a problem. This lady on the roadbed. There's a problem. You got to stop this train, and that's what I did.
And your message to her now?
Well, I wish that, you know, somebody could reach out to her. I wish that, you know, she gets the proper help if she needs some help. There's a lot of good people out there willing to help her if she needs the help. And you know, there's always a better way. And then, you know, on the tracks, being on the tracks is very, very dangerous. And if she needs some help, I just wish that, you know, maybe hopefully somebody could reach out to her, and a family member or a friend, and maybe get the necessary help that she needs.
And when you started there, you were on the other track? You were on this side?
I was on the south end of that platform. I was over there on that end, yeah.
And
when I
you
seen
waved, he was able to see you.
When I waved, I was in the middle of the tracks right here.
Oh, you were on this track?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Okay.
I was on the northbound local track. It was in the middle of the track, you know. So.
300 feet. away from her?
No, I was. She was here, and I was probably about maybe 90 feet. About 90 feet. The train car was about 300 feet.
Can you
coming
provide a description to a sketch artist?
Pardon me?
To a sketch artist, do you think you can provide a description of her to a sketch artist?
I might. You are. I might be able to.
Okay.
Yeah. She didn't even thank me. No.
Oh,
she
no.
just had a blank look on her face, and she was distressed, like she was stressed out. Something was not right. She was between 45. She was younger than me. She was probably before 40. She had at least 45 to 50, somewhere in between. Unfortunately, most of the time, if somebody's going to stop a train, the person's going to get hit. It's just that the timing was perfect, and and Motorman was able to see me and stop and react fast enough to stop the train, and me getting out there fast enough to alert him. It's just the timing was perfect. And like I said, I think it's got a lot to do with it because everything just worked out perfectly in this lady's case.
And you were just doing like routine track surveillance?
Yes, I was. We were sent out here to work with track department. We assist them, and we work hand in hand with them all the time.
So it was just like mainly like.
Yeah, we do track maintenance. We were doing maintenance. We're doing track going maintenance.
And maybe what happened, and then we had yesterday, and we had doing different stories.
Thank you.
Two sides, should be two sides. It should be a pretty long side. Starting with Larry first. With Anthony first. Yep, Anthony first, and then Larry. So it should be a really long side. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll blah, 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 blah. That work? Can you see it right there? You don't even have to move, right? Okay. We're gonna be a few minutes. So.
Okay, no problem. Hey, listen, I'm a retired 20-year professor, okay? In broadcasting.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna stand in the shade until they're ready. Right here.